Hey guys, welcome to Dead Health. Let's check out this video called, it's a Inside Star Citizen video, okay? It's another video that came out yesterday, and it's only 12 minutes long. It's kind of short, but the one before that was only 10 minutes, okay? But recently they've been like showing us development stuff, sound effects especially, which was fucking cool, okay? And I even checked out another video from another channel based on how Star Citizen sounds like without audio simulation or whatever. It sounded really cool, but I wish there was more like explosions or something. But we did get to see like shooting and whatnot without audio emulation and whatnot, which was really cool. Okay, and the previous one was also like sound effects and cool stuff. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so let's watch this new one. It's only 12 minutes long. It's called Inside Star Citizen on Racing. Okay, so there's gonna be a racing episode. We're gonna see a bunch of racing. On thumbnail, it looks like a bunch of ships are racing. Okay, or maybe they're gonna show us how they're gonna develop that. So it's gonna be cool. And if you like this, please subscribe and go check out my backup channel though. I got a copyright strike over there. Talk about YouTube, like when you have nothing, YouTube gives you a middle finger when you have nothing. Like if you got like 500,000 subscribers and you get millions of views or some shit, and YouTube decides to do that, oh my god, this tragedy, this shouldn't ever happen, this one time that happened that should never happen, it should be like that. But no, some random YouTuber, me, don't even get that many views, don't have that many subscribers, but I get a copyright strike out of nowhere. Oh my god, so amazing. All right, go check it out. If you like the stuff over there, got a lot of views there, which is just depressing for me. Go check it out. You'll be thoroughly entertained. If you like it, subscribe over there, okay? And don't subscribe over here if you like this, okay? Let's get into it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get on with this. Let's see. I hope they show us something else other than just audio stuff. They've been doing that like for 2 videos now. And I hope they change that up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So I've just always liked racing since I was a kid. I think I was like 5 or 6 years old and sat down watching TV. I was watching monster truck racing. And then it grew to a love of touring cars, Formula 1. So I basically travel the country in the UK and I take pictures of cars. And that's something I've been doing for about 4 or 5 years now. It's gone from a hobby to sort of semi-professional level now, which is really cool. Here I am, 4 years old, and I still live it today.
Racing is far more than just maybe motorsport. It has like this innate ability to change in a split second.
It's a chance for people to determine skill levels and to show how much practice, how much time, how much effort they've put into a sport.
Racing has an incredible ability to bring people together, I think.
I'm a pretty competitive person, and so the ability to kind of challenge people, no matter who you are or where you come from, it's a level playing field once you're out on a track.
So it's a bunch of developers that are really passionate about racing, and they've been put in this position to develop these racetracks for this game, which is fucking cool, okay? Or maybe they design like the super cars or something. We're gonna see. Let's find out, okay? And also like they're really passionate. They're talking about their childhood memories of playing racing games or watching races or something like Grand Prix or something like that. That's cool, man. These people are like true passionate developers, and this is amazing. Is this like a separate division of developers that are only focusing on the racing aspect? Because if that is the case, then that's fucking cool. Wonder how many divisions there are that are focusing on like, I don't know, space battles or whatever. One division. Another division is going to be like constructing buildings or whatever. I don't know. Cool stuff. I love this about this game. And also like the recent Starfield game, really disappointing how it turned out, man. I was waiting for that. Like, holy shit, this could be the Star Citizen packaged into one and released really quickly. Wow, I've been waiting for Star Citizen to release like a full release, but I feel like it's never gonna come out. But Starfield was coming out and I was like, holy shit, this could be a great Star Citizen. But no. Of course not. And like Star Citizen that's why I guess they're committed so hardcore into developing and continuing to develop this game. And will they ever release a full release of this game? I don't know. I hope they do, but it should be packed in and not like Starfield, you know, it's just empty planets and nowhere to go. And I hope that, you know, that's not gonna happen here, and there's a lot to do, you know. It's just not empty planets. Just that's all I want. You know, I want planets to be filled with cities and cool stuff and stuff. I know that's a lot of, you know, assets, and the game might blow up into a big, gigantic game like GB size, like hundreds of GBs and shit. But still, like, I would love a completely filled world, universe. You know, that's what I would love. Let's go.
Pushing things to the limit, both in terms of the machine and the car, and then it's what the drivers or the riders pushing themselves to the limit within that machine.
Okay.
My favorite thing about racing in Star Citizen is just the skill.
Oh, this is not even like on the road racing or anything. No, it's like flying shit. That's cool. And it's not on space, but it's on top of a surface, but you're flying on it, and it's pretty cool. I like this. They should do this on space too. You know, like TIE fighters fighting together, like racing together. You know, that would be cool. You know,
is a pure use case of how you use our ships to their maximum performance.
Oh!
You have to know them to get everything out of them.
You use ships that aren't necessarily used for practical reasons.
You can race cutters, you can race M50s, you can race Furies, you can race whole A's, you can race whatever you like. And as long as everybody's on a level playing field, it always comes down to skill.
Am I good at racing? I'm all right. Yeah, there are people who are better than me. There are a lot of people who are worse than me. But yeah, I'm good.
To compete with other people, to fly from A to B as fast as possible, that's where real competition is coming from.
Okay.
We had an internal scoreboard for the old Vanderval times. I think I beat the next highest score by 10 seconds. We've got a little competition going inside.
I felt like I really nailed that lap, and this guy's got...
Hey, can somebody tell me in the comment section that, you know, I hope this game is paying them off. You know, I heard like 500 million budget or something was put into this game, which is fucking insane. You could make a Dark Knight Rises or something with this, but they make this game, which is cool. It's like larger than life. It's not some random small game like Starfield or GTA 5 or anything. It's bigger than GTA 5 because it's like multiple planets and shit. But you know, they put that much money. Are they getting paid in return or not? How are they doing that? Can somebody tell me? Obviously they're getting paid some way, but they have to like earn profits, right? Because that much money they put into this only to develop this. I hope it's getting paid off. You know, they're releasing updates and everything, but I would like to know how they're getting paid off, because I don't know much about the business around, you know, gaming industry and how it works, you know, but I would like to know how they're getting like profits. How are they, did they get enough profit, or is it just they're aiming to get a big profit at some point in the future? Please tell me in the comment section. I would love to know this. This is something I really need to know, because I'm watching these videos from like from a long time, like almost like since last year, you know, because I started like watching every single video from like last year. But I would like to know how they're doing, you know. Let's go.
15 seconds quicker than me in the same ship. Like, how is that possible?
What other game with this level of quality can you play and race with 6 degrees of freedom? There isn't. There just isn't one.
Cool. Friendly competition.
So last week, a whole bunch of us got into a play session in Arena Commander.
I hope there is no like friendly fire like Call of Duty, you know. I hope there's none of that, because I don't want a loading screen every time I accidentally hit my friend or whatever. I just want to, like, this is racing, right? But I'm saying, like, even in combat too, like, especially in combat, I don't want like Call of Duty where you accidentally kill your friend and now the whole game is gonna load again and respawn you again from just ridiculous. Okay.
And did a few classic races.
Most of my stuff has been like single player time trial stuff in Arena Commander or just in the tracks around the PU. So that was the first like big group race that I'd been involved in.
Even though half the people that we did the playtest with, I didn't know, it felt like jumping in with your mates, and yeah, I like that aspect of it.
There was a moment where we were all like lined up and we did like a countdown and we were all going to drive off and get this cool shot of us flying through a cave.
Let me just get down to this first corner actually, because I want to try and catch some people smashing into this rock. I mean, going
so
perfectly through that.
You mean you want a good angle at the start, right?
There's a lot of anticipation, a lot of kind of banter going back and forth. Everyone was hyping up about how great they'd be. And we said go, and they all left and immediately crashed into the first corner.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
It was carnage.
I mean, there's a hell of a lot of crashing into walls.
Hit me.
Turns out I'm not very good at racing at all, and people who I thought wasn't going to be very good at racing were in fact incredible at racing.
I've never flown into a wall quite as fast as that.
I didn't even get to the first corner.
Every single time I hit the wall, so yeah.
Wait, is everyone crashed? How am I winning?
Let's all regroup at the start line again.
People who make the games you'd think would be really good at it. Yeah, well, maybe we should delete that footage, actually.
We had such a big skill gap between the...
Hey, you know what? Can we like change from like bad graphics, like Fortnite graphics, into realistic graphics like this? Can we change it? Because if we can change, if you make a game like a Fortnite game or something, like a small, larger than life, like let's just say you made Star Citizen with Fortnite graphics. Can you switch the graphics to realistic like this? And you know, if you can do that, then you could have probably finished this game at this point. Like seriously, I was thinking like, what if this game was made in like Fortnite graphics with different art style, not really different art style, but more like realistic looking, but the graphics are like polygon almost, really like cartoonish, okay, and not realistic. But then you can make it realistic because the game is done developing. Now you can fucking make the graphics better or something like that. Can we do that? Because I know that sounds ridiculous and kind of stupid, but you know, I would love to know if you can do that. If they can do that, they probably could have like they could have done that, and probably at this point the game would have been done. You know, it would have been so amazing. But whatever. Like, I'm just stupid, asking stupid questions. Let's go.
Best and the worst. The guys who film all the great capture footage, they were insane.
I got a bit carried away and started actually racing, which isn't ideal because I need to get footage of other people, but they were all behind me.
Huh.
I don't remember the name of the player that was winning every race, but it was quite obvious that they were flying with two sticks.
Maybe half a lap till the end, Will just comes absolutely tearing past me.
They were just blasting off way ahead of someone like me who literally helped work on the ship. It was kind of funny and a good reminder that just because you make games doesn't mean you're good at them.
Who's that? It's just come under me. Cheeky.
The best racer by far, by leaps and bounds as well.
Huh.
I've got a lot of envy for Will and his ability to operate our ships. Like, how can you fly our ship better than us?
Oh, who's the worst racer? I can't answer that question.
I like what I'm seeing about the racing, but I'm kind of tired of racing, honestly. There's so many games out there. There's like racing games, man. And there's so many games out there. It's like, even in GTA 5. GTA 5, the whole thing is about stealing a car and racing or going somewhere with it. You know, it's literally like almost like a racing game at that point, you know. But, you know, it's just getting tiresome to see racing stuff. Even though they're like flying, but it's getting tiresome to see. But it's cool. The game has racing stuff. It's cool, okay? It's cool.
It definitely wasn't me, so that's all right.
I think I've smashed into more gates than I've actually been through.
Someone just exploded right next to me.
My favourite ship is the Razor because it looks
The
like
Razor.
a supercar, and when you get into it, when you're flying it round, it has that aesthetic.
The best racing ship for me was probably the Mirror Razor.
I think everybody knows that the Merlin is one of the best racing ships. It's small, it's light, it's got good engines.
Cool.
Josh really...
That looks cool in a beautiful, in this deserted planet that you're racing. This location doesn't look good. It almost feels like you're racing in Grand Canyon, and you know, it not really that amazing. Kind of reminds me of the pod racing from those Star Wars prequel movies. Like I don't know, the Phantom Menace, you know, with that kid. That's what that reminds me of. But the one previously that we saw just now, lush green areas where you're flying with jets and stuff, that looks amazing. I love to play that.
Really likes the Razor, but I need a little bit more maneuverability in my ships. I found it too fast and not maneuverable enough. I know it looks cool, it's very Formula One-y.
I'm not too bothered about top speed, but handling in the corners and then acceleration out of them, I think that helps the way I fly best. As much as I like flying the Fury, I think the Razor.
Yeah, but I would say that how speed are you going doesn't really matter. You're flying. What speed? What speed? What are you talking about? I don't know. Well, I mean, I get it. Like, it's like a jet, but still. Like...
Still got it for me.
I don't think I really got disappointed by any of our ships. The one that I found the most difficult to race was the 350R. While it's got good acceleration and a really good max speed, it drifts.
I hope we'll be able to understand each and every vehicle that we're racing with, because I don't know if this is a jet or an airplane. I don't know, but it looks amazing. I love this. I would love to fly this. Apparently, this thing has trouble flying. This dude is saying right there, like
a lot. I'm in a 350R, and I'm trying to get myself around a corner while the Fury is coming up behind me.
Yeah.
The Fury is moving in ways that my 350R can't, and so I'm just...
I really like this, but for me, racing has become like tedious for me, you know. You know, but when you start a race, your heart is racing already. Like, you want to win, but you're like competing, rushing fast to catch up with your opponents and stuff, and it just gets like blood pumping and just annoying to me, you know. But this looks cool. I would love to do this as a casual. You should not care whether you win or not, though, if you're doing this. Like, seriously.
Just having to pick a line and stick to it while the Fury is able to dance around me.
The Fury was incredible, because with it being really small and really fast and nippy.
In my opinion...
When you take, like, turns, it fucking... almost like skids in midair, you know, and you might hit the fucking nearest rock or something, and you can fucking crash. You know, that can happen. So they can add some cool maneuvers like that. They probably did, and probably plays wonderful when you're racing in there.
It was the LX, and objectively, it was the LX.
I told you, mate, that Fury's rapid. I'm sure it's just the Fury, just the ship.
I've actually found out
just the
Zero
ship.
driver skill at all.
So once again, for the record, it's not Will's skill, it's the Fury.
No, it's 100% just the Fury, yeah. Nothing to do with Will.
The Fury and the Fury LX really surprised me personally. No, bullshit. No, we knew the Fury was going to be good.
1/4.
He just changed his mind in the middle of all of this shit.
Hey, what the hell?
Cool.
Look at the Fury. He did a 112.
Yeah, I like the fact that they can change their mind. This guy changed his mind. He thought that one is much better than what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is bullshit or something. He could change his mind. That's perfectly human. I like that, you know, because I don't want people to be robotic. Hey, this shit is real. This shit is the only thing that's good in the whole game. I don't want them to be robotic about that, okay? Cool. I like that.
Oh my god, this thing's fast.
Developers can like what they build, and they should like what they build. They cannot just be like, hey, I made this and velocity is bigger over here or something. No, that thing, the other thing with less velocity, less speed, is the ones that goes fast, goes good enough, goes smooth enough so that it can win. When you take turns and shit, it might end up being in the first place. And there's other things that are coming together and shit. So that way something else that you don't expect it to win can win. A good thing. I hope it's like that. I hope it's confusing, because I don't want one thing to be the best compared to other things. I want every single thing to have its own individual, special thing, special, a speed or something to it. Okay.
Fast.
Cool stuff. Hellhat, another
So in
Fury.
Alpha 320, we're introducing the Fury LX.
The Fury LX is the Fury that has been absolutely tooled out for racing. We've removed all of the weapon mounts and replaced them with extra horizontal strafing thrusters. The base Fury's weakest directional thrust was actually strafing. It had a little bit of trouble as its came to sliding around corners, because while the rear main thrusters can gimbal as much as they do, they sometimes struggle to...
These thrusters are like balls, and I like that, and I hope it can control, and it's not just like... I hope that doesn't happen. You know? But it's not like real life, and shit can happen like that or anything. This is a video game, so it's gonna be fine, you know? The design is kind of weird. It's a ball, and it's a thruster, you know? It can just go 360 degree whenever it wants. It's like,
are actually horizontal strafe. So adding the extra thrusters in meant that it now has that little bit of extra push when it comes to correcting itself in those sort of situations.
Cool.
So the first thing you're going to notice on the LX is definitely the new wings. It's such a striking design, more akin to the Razor, right?
I absolutely adore the new wings. I think the use of negative space and how it's like an F1 wing is some of the nicest racing stuff we've done. It very closely mirrors a lot of the looks in the Razor, which I think is absolutely wonderful in a racing ship like this.
And if you look past the livery, you'll see tons of intricate details, tons of vents, even air brakes, which would be great.
How do they add all this detail? Like, holy shit, man. You have to have the mind of a engineer to fucking make this kind of shit. This looks like a real thing. You can't, like, what are these dots? What do they do? And these lines, is somebody gonna touch them and climb over or something? What are these lines doing? There's so much to this, so much detail and weird shit. It's like, it's almost like there's a novel or something, like how Cyberpunk video game is based on a novel. It's like that. Is there like a book, a novel or something? Because these details or the depiction of these machines, these spaceships are all coming from some source. I would like to know what that is. Or maybe it's just random creations and everybody agreed to be okay with this type of design, I guess. I don't know.
Great to work eventually when atmospheric flight and surface controls get brought into the game. What's really cool as well is, from a third-person perspective, you'll obviously see those 4 thrusters doing their magic again, but they have these really cool light bars along the kind of rear spoilers, and they look really impressive, especially at nighttime. If you're going to take something as key from the design away as like the weapons, right? You need to put something cool in its place. And I think the introduction of that extra MAV, and then it's got so many like aerofoils and different things going on at the front, which just makes it look like it cuts through the air, and it really does. So in the playtest, it definitely performed really well. It was really interesting to see the differences between like the base Fury and that.
Man, I wish we could fly in real life, you know? We could fly in real... If we could fly in real life, this design could be real. In real life, you could have this shit, and you can just fly over it, if it could fly. But, you know, real life sucks. And if you flew anyway, then people are gonna be hitting each other and crashing each other in the fucking midair, and it's gonna be like random explosions in the fucking air. They might even fly during the midnight, and nobody could see anything despite the headlights are on, but nobody could see shit. And in the dark, they might crash another ship. You know, it's gonna be crazy. But this game, and it looks cool. Way too much obsession with detail, though. I mean, I like the fact that that's a theme, but I hope they, there's more to it than just detail. You know, I hope there's thrill, and this race looks amazing. So let's hope that. Okay?
And then comparing it obviously to the Razor, it performed as you'd expect. Very racy, very cool, very flashy, and there was nothing quite as...
I feel like these ships in this racing track are never gonna be straight. They're always gonna be like this, whoa, and you're gonna be always worrying whether you're gonna hit some rock or the fucking, some metal fucking bridge or something. This arch up here that's telling us to go in, you know, you might hit anything, you know. I feel like they're never gonna be straight. They're always gonna, like GTA 5, the plane fucks up itself in the midair so that it can go like this or some shit, and then you have to correct yourself. It's weird, you know. They're gonna fuck that up like that. But I hope it's fun though.
Cool as, like, for me particularly, being one of the people who worked on the Furies, was sitting in the base Fury driving along and then having an LX fly past me upside down, spinning by someone who was obviously much better at the game than I am.
Dang.
So the Fury LX is absolutely for the racer who wants maneuverability over all else. With its gimbling thrusters, with its extra horizontal thrusters, it will easily outmaneuver pretty much anything else out there.
And also, like, we're kind of like used to the either first person or third person or like a movie style look at whatever you're doing in a spaceship or a vehicle, you know, like in GTA 5, you know. But we should be able to look at from any space how we're controlling our vehicle. Like, there should be a button that can let us move around and follow our vehicle like that, you know. That would be cool. But we're always stuck with like first person or third person or, you know, movie style like GTA 5 shit, you know. It just sucks, man.
Oh, you know what, we forgot to mention Alex again.
Hey Alex, I think that motherfucker will come out at the end of this video, okay? You don't have to mention him. Alright, meanwhile down below.
For 320, we've got some really exciting improvements to the ground vehicles. We've got a brand new TIE model, and this is based on the Pajaka model. It allows us to create a lot more kind of fidelity within the physics for the ground vehicles.
It's
so
like
we've got a pair of forces that allow
like
us
Africa.
to control how the vehicles feel and basically how much grip they have when you try and turn a corner in these vehicles. So it gives us a lot more fidelity, a lot of control, and this is allowed.
I like how it skids like it's real, like a real Jeep or something. It's cool, man. I love this, you know, but it skids too much a little bit. It kind of look unrealistic, but fine.
Allowed us to remove a lot of the old arcade mechanics that the old ground vehicles had, which kind of restricted their movement, which is why they felt quite fluid.
It's kind of skidding way too much. You're doing a 360 in that rocky area? I don't know.
Before, so we've taken a lot of those restrictions out of the system.
Whoa,
so now when
neon
you do a big
stuff.
jump, you'll feel the weight of the car as the nose dives, or if
Look
you
at
jump
the
off
color.
a ramp or a rock or something, it'll feel like a lot more weighty.
Look at the lighting.
And a lot more realistic. And also, it's going to allow the
Really
different
cool
vehicles
lighting.
to perform very differently as well. So, you know, we've got a big Cyclone buggy, which is really quick and really agile, and it's got loads of powers. You can do drifts in it. We've got a little PTV buggy, a little STV, and these are going to feel more agile. It's really going to allow the play.
This location looks fucking amazing. I would love to drive here, and I would love to make a house over here. I would love to, you know, like a futuristic house. I love this.
Is to kind of pick the vehicle which kind of suits them.
Man, I had some. I hope, like, I wish I had like a house anywhere near like this in real life. You know, I live in the city. It's all smoky as shit. It sucks, but this location looks so amazing.
So we're going to carry on to improve the physics, basically fine-tune the handling within what we just changed in the physics, but also we're going to convert the ground vehicles to use the power system that is used on the ships in Star Citizen. So that's probably going to be the next big step for these vehicles. You know, they'll use power properly, they'll use fuel, and that's going to be a big change.
Cool.
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that racing is deep in the hearts and minds of many a Star Citizen developer. That it's a fantastic way to test your mettle against others in the least destructive way possible. Alex trying to drag race in a Herald notwithstanding.
Cool stuff.
And that Mirai has a
I love
fast new
this.
variant of the Fury on its way in the upcoming Alpha 320. And, well, I'd be remiss in mentioning that while we did film this just a few days ago, the winner of this year's Ship Showdown should be crowned right about when this airs. And if we ended up with 2 Drake ships against one another in the finals, as somebody hopes, John Crew has to legally post a video declaring his love for all things Drake. So I really hope you cast your votes accordingly.
Cool.
For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the process of game development with you.
What is
and we'll
this
see
shit?
you all here next week.
Okay, whatever. Cool stuff. Great. You know, I love this. I hope they expand more upon the development of as well, because I love the development of this game. They showed us the software that they're developing in, the audio stuff, all that shit. It's so cool. I love this, okay? You know, even though, like, you know, they're focusing on racing this in this video, but I would love for them to go back to show us more about the sound effects. Not the sound effects. Sound effects, it has run its course, but I would like to know the development process behind it. I would love to be a developer, bro, but I'm Indian. In India, there's no games, there's no developing, you know. You could try, but nobody's interested. And who the fuck's gonna buy like PC and shit with RTX 3080 and all that? You might have to sell a kidney to buy that shit. That's crazy, man. You know. So there's no, you know, like, you know, like a scope for video gaming that much in India, so you cannot become a developer. But I would like to see the developing process of this game, and I hope they make a different like a series, like this is Inside Star Citizen, gaming Star Citizen or whatever, and show us the developing process of it. It would be so amazing, it was so cool. But whatever. And also like the racing thing, I'm kind of getting tired of racing, man. I think they need to like find new genres to develop. Some genres should be like, put in the back, just tie up, like cover them up in a cloth and throw them in the fucking ocean, because holy shit, because how are you so interested in racing? This racing is an old tired concept at this point. I'm tired too, but this is cool. This is gonna be fun. People are gonna love this in Star Citizen, but not something they're gonna willingly go, oh, shall we do some racing? Shall we fucking go intense and go insane? No, I don't think that. Whatever. People will find fun many ways. So Inside Star Citizen on racing, pretty cool video. I like this. Okay, and I hope they go back to some developing process, and I would like to see that too. So yeah, that's it for this reaction. I hope you're entertained. I hope you like this reaction. If you like this reaction, please subscribe to this channel. This is my main channel. This is where I upload like 2 to 3 videos a day. But go check out my backup channel. That's where I get a lot of views. Go check it out. I got a copyright strike over there. And I don't give a fuck about YouTube anymore. And the fact that I'm even reacting to this is like fucking mind-blowing to me. I really have no shame. Why am I continuing to react after getting multiple copyright strikes every now and then? Every 6 months, I get one copyright. It's like almost like you can't do shit, okay, on YouTube. So go check it out on my backup channel. There's a lot of videos there. You'll be thoroughly entertained. Subscribe to both my channels. Don't miss out on my content, okay? And if you have any videos that you want me to react to based on like Star Citizen or anything, please suggest me. Type down in the comment section. I'll note it down and try to react to it. At this point, I don't even want to react. Probably react like 2 videos, but there's some videos that I'm following, then they keep uploading, and I end up reacting to that shit, and just becomes so many videos to react to. It's just annoying, but whatever. Okay, so please subscribe to both my channels, and I'll see you guys later. And happy weekend. Enjoy this weekend with your family. Okay, see you guys later. I'm gonna fresh my mind tomorrow on this weekend. I'm gonna go out to a movie and enjoy my time. This YouTube shit is terrible. Okay, so please subscribe to both my channels. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.